Well, guys, it's official. I need to rename my weekly show called the AI Drop to the AI Pop. Given AMD's pop today of about 25 to 30% gains was incredible. So let's get into it. Now, if you've been subscribed to my channel over the last maybe 8 months, I've talked about this challenge, the AKA Pepsi challenge, where I was comparing AMD and Nvidia to Coke and Pepsi, okay? And now AMD is considered kind of the Pepsi rival to Coca-Cola. Nvidia is the Coca-Cola. They are the dream team of AI chip makers, but there's always room for more, okay? And AMD was that second place challenger, and they just proved it today. This morning, Lisa Su and OpenAI, they announced a partnership where OpenAI is going to buy 6 gigawatts worth of chips. Now, I don't know exactly how many chips that equates to. Probably depends on how much energy each chip takes up. And it's for this new next generation AI chip that AMD is in development in. And so OpenAI has to commit to, I think, a gigawatt of chips for next year, 2026. And then if they meet their conditions, they get to buy what are called warrants for AMD stock, and they get to buy them at a penny a piece. And if they meet all their deliverables, OpenAI, they get to buy 10% of AMD stock. 10%, guys, that's insane. And what's going to happen is now AMD is going to be known for a bigger provider. Now that OpenAI is saying, hey, we need your chips, you guys have the goods. And so now you're going to have all these other players like AWS, Microsoft, probably Google, IBM, any other cloud providers are going to be looking to AMD for the inference side, guys. And I've been talking about this because I know about inference compute because of Tesla. I've been an investor with Tesla for 6 years now, and I understand the AI ecosystem, and I've been talking about that on this channel. You got to pay attention to things of what's going on, and being an investor in some of these companies, you're going to learn over time how the ecosystem works, and it'll give you conviction to buy into some of these names. And that's why I bought into this name AMD, okay? Now, it wasn't exactly my idea off the start. A good YouTuber friend of mine called Jeremy Lefebvre, he's not really my friend, but I've been watching him for 6+ years. He got me into Tesla long ago, and he suggested AMD as a good value opportunity. And it was trading around $120 billion or something like that back when I bought it 6 to 8 months ago. And it was just going down and down and down. And I think at Liberation Day, it was down to $77, guys, 77 bucks. And now it's trading at 210, 215. It opened at like 230 today. But then, of course, all the mutual funds and whatever funds are out there had to sell off, probably because they can't be holding too much of a concentrated position. When a stock pops 30, 40%, you're going to get a lot of sellers on the open. But I'm telling you, this stock is headed probably to $1 trillion, $2 trillion, maybe $4 trillion in valuation. Okay, this AI revolution is no joke. And the reason why they need so many chips is because they're planning on replacing every white-collar worker in the world. And you got to have a lot of chips to process all the emails, all the digital assets. Everything that's going on with white-collar work has to have probably, a chip per 10 workers, or maybe less. Maybe it's a chip per 5 workers. So all of these companies that make the chips, Broadcom, Nvidia, AMD, they're going to need millions and millions and millions of chips to replace the millions and millions and millions of white-collar workers, guys. This is not about you using ChatGPT for your personal use. This is not what it's about. These companies are not investing billions and billions of dollars for no reason. They're investing billions because they know that all the white-collar work can be done. And even the blue-collar, that's going to happen too. Every single robot that is AI enabled is going to have an inference chip on it. It's going to have a computer that can process the instruction sets that the AI models are trained to perform. And again, I've learned this by watching YouTube, being part of the AI market in Tesla. Okay, I'm not spending all my time on doom and gloom, red pill, resentful, BS, Mr. Beast content, guys. I've been spending my years on smart content creators like Jeremy Lefebvre. I know that a lot of people say he's a fraud, but he's not. He gives you these simple ideas on, hey, this might be some value. He did it on SoFi at like $7 a share. It's trading at 30 almost. He's done it on Facebook. Yes, a lot of these companies are big dog companies that, yeah, you should invest in. It's common sense. But he gives you a little bit more conviction in these names to put a bigger dollar value behind that name. Like I did with Tesla. It was 20 grand I put in. It's trading at like, I don't know, $500,000. The same thing with AMD. I put in $30,000. And I believe, from my perspective, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. I'm not a financial professional. I can't tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. I believe that that $30,000 is going to turn into $300,000. Okay, I bought that stock around 120 a share. I think that that stock's going to $1,000, $1,200 approximately. Okay, which from today's values at 220 a share, that's still a 5x. You know, if you were to get involved in that stock today. Now again, I don't recommend buying it all at once. If you do want to get involved in it, you know, DCA in, dollar cost average. That's what you got to do when it comes to investing, okay? You don't need to put all your chips in one buy order, okay? Buy a little bit at a time if you want to scale in, if you're excited for this OpenAI relationship, because there's probably going to be more announcements coming soon, because Lisa Su is someone who knows how to execute. She's a boss lady who knows how to deal. And guess what? She's making a lot of men a lot of money, guys. The boss lady. She's taking that company from just the bottom of the barrel to the top of the skies, man. What a beautiful day too, by the way. Man, it's crazy. I haven't seen a large cap go up, you know, 30% in a day. I wonder where it will close. It did sell off quite a bit. It'd be interesting to see a large cap go up 50% on a one day move. We'll see what happens. The day's halfway over. Now, I did make a move on this move that happened on the open. It sold off like 30 points almost, or 20 points from 230 to 210. And right at around 210, I decided to sell 5 put options at a strike of $200 a share. Now that's around $100,000 of a position, so it's going to move quite a bit. And I sold it for a 3-week contract for around $3,000 premium, because I figure, you know what, even if it sells off, even if it goes down below 200, down to 190, I'm fine. I'll take those shares off of someone else. I don't really care, because that stock, like I said, I've got conviction on it now, even more so than I did before. I didn't have the OpenAI on my bingo card for 2025. But man, this just helps me out even more, get higher conviction in that name. And so if I get exercised or assigned the shares, I'll just hold them. I don't care. But if the stock just flips and goes up to 250 a share, I'll probably sell out of those contracts and close them out and maybe collect, you know, $2,500, $2,000, something like that. Or I'll just wait 3 weeks and collect the full 3,000 if it's trading around 250 and I don't really care to get out of the position, okay? That's what you got to do. You got to pay attention to these things and make moves when they make sense. And this one makes a lot of sense to me. So, and that's why you got to have cash on the sidelines, guys. You want to have cash on the sidelines to be positioned to make a move, whether it's selling put options or whether it's buying the stock outright. If you feel that, man, it's way undervalued, which it very well could be, you know, 6 gigawatts of chips. What's next? Somebody else is going to want another 6 gigawatts of chips from AMD? They might, you know? It's kind of crazy what's going on in this AI revolution. And again, it's just getting started, guys. They don't know what they don't know. They're going to learn things as they build out these data centers, there's just billions and billions of dollars of data centers going in, and they're going to learn new things. They're going to want more chips because they're going to say, oh, guys, we got this problem we got to solve over here, over here, over here. And that's the thing, guys. That's why you got to watch content creators that add value to your life, that are not doom and gloom, that are not resentful. I've been talking about this the last couple videos, and I'm going to reiterate it again. Focus on, you know, financial content creators like myself or like Jeremy and Amit. He's a guy who's into Palantir. I can't remember his channel name, but man, there's all sorts of them out there. You just got to go look and find them and be positioned. Start saving cash. And I've got a video I'm going to come out with. I haven't recorded it yet on how to save some money. I've got an interesting strategy for you guys. I think you'll dig. So anyways, I'm excited. Any day I see a pop like this, I got to get out and talk about it, because I did those videos. I said, I'm taking the Pepsi challenge and I think it's worth it. And it was, you know, and hopefully some of you guys are able to get exposed to some of that move. If not, you know what? We got the next 10 years, guys, the next 10 years of the AI wave, that next economic wave, just like the smartphone wave, is coming, okay? So get yourself positioned. You still got time, in my opinion, okay? It's still early in this economic wave. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Are you guys invested in AMD or Nvidia or Broadcom? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys could, like and subscribe to the channel. You guys know this is my vibe. And take a look at my previous video if you could. And have a great day, guys. Later.